Welcome back to Monster Prom. What else would we do besides come sit with Vera again? You take your seat, and if you didn't know any better, you'd say that it seems like Vera and Polly are almost more interested in their phones than they are in you. And you do know better, and you know that yes, that is exactly what's happening right now. It's nothing personal, Emmy. It's just that Polly and I are very engrossed in texting our financial slaves. Yeah, it's pretty hard to compete with some guy whose fetish is buying you anything you want. That's my fetish too. Not buying things for people, having people buy things for me. Duh. Good thing he's rich enough to take care of both of us. You know what they say, true friendship is sharing secrets and financial slaves. Still, I do worry that this arrangement might not be sustainable. What happens if he runs out of money? Our cash flow instantly stops. Besides, being handed everything you want on a platter, in this case the platter being an online money transferring platform, is almost boring? Yeah, I get that. It's a little less boring when you're on as much acid as I am right now, but I see what you mean. If we could somehow turn this into a business venture, then maybe it would get interesting, and we could continue to profit even after he's gone broke from catering to our every whim. I mean, how interesting do you think business actually is? Since he's so obsessed with us, we should just tell him to do something totally insane and see if he does it. I don't know, a weirdo giving away his money and getting into hijinks is great and all, but I want to stop making real money. And I think money is fine and all, but my favorite currency is chaos. Seems like the ladies are at a very exciting crossroads. Maybe a random bystander can give them a nudge in the right direction. You can easily grow this arrangement into a business. Just escalate and delegate. Have the financial slave go and acquire his own financial slave to give him money, and have that financial slave go and find a financial slave. Aha! That would increase our income exponentially, immediately! Which are two of my favorite adverbs when it comes to monetary gain. I mean, one financial slave between the two of us is already strangely a lot to handle, so managing an army of them sounds draining. But as long as it's a pyramid scheme and we're at the top of the pyramid where we don't actually have to deal with lowlifes, who cares? Meh, I think I'll just go check on my toilet wine. Don't worry about her, Polly wouldn't know a good business idea if it slapped her in the... Oh. Which happened to me one time actually, but it's a long story, so forget it. Anyway, we can tell people in order to become official certified financial slaves, they have to buy a kit of supplies, and they'll start at dirt slave, and then if they get 5 financial slaves under them, they can become a pathetic ground slave, and then they can work their way all the way up to the gold, diamond, platinum, Sal Chow Mocha Grand Supreme slave. This is a great idea, I mean, we should go write the business plan together and prepare to profit. Did Vera just say she wants to profit with you? Holy heck, Vera sharing her cash flow is like third base for her. Awesome. Okay.
Let's go!
Okay, we need more charm. Which keeps happening. So we're going to the gym. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Many people fall during the battle. You can't take any more, so you valiantly go straight for the other team's leader and start negotiations for a truce. After hours of intense diplomacy, you commit to an agreement. One unexpected twist. You gain plus 10 righteousness, but this game is so wrong in so many ways that you would be lucky if you could do anything with that, and plus 2 charm. You see Vera looking at her phone. She's obviously upset, so you decide to go talk to her. Ugh, not another dick. I mean, I know that's what you've got to expect when you look as stunning as I do all the time, but still, not fond of dick pics, not at all. When are guys going to learn? They look gross. Sending me a picture of your penis is not a trick for me. I'm not going to frame it and put it on my wall. I'm going to put it in a folder called Sad Losers, and then delete the folder, and then I'll probably set the phone on fire, just in case. Hey, you're pretty unpleasant, right? Help me figure out what to say to this guy so he'll stop trying to make me look at his wiener. This one. Because you make money, and Vera likes making money. Dang it. Dang it!
Goodbye.
No! Dang it!
Let's go!
Let's go get more creativity since we just lost a bunch. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you are struck by the lightning of inspiration. You come up with the ultimate nickname for yourself. You tell everyone to call you by it, also known as the one of the 7 most jerk moves in the world. But the nickname is so awesome, inventive, and appropriate that people decide to go with it. Quite the feat, you gain +2 creativity. We, the devs, dare you to actually come up with a nickname for yourself and ask the other players to call you that name until the end of this run. Hey other players who don't exist. I don't have a good nickname, but it doesn't matter because you don't exist. Between class peers, you discover a severed horse head in your locker. It has a note in its mouth telling you to meet Vera ASAP.
Hey, you.
I'm so glad you've come. I have another crime problem which would benefit from your insight. Thanks to your input, murder has cornered the market in app-based assassinations, and yet, the other crime lords don't take me seriously. Just because I'm not a 40-year-old man with a scary scar, those sexist morons think this is just a phase for me. Since when did having a killer body and flawless skin disqualify a girl from a life of crime? It's disgusting. How can I show these chauvinist goons what crime really means to me? Come on, think of something. You're my most trusted advisor. Quitting crime. Let's write a song about it. I have a good amount of creativity, maybe. I hope. Dang it. I needed more creativity to do that. That night at the venue, Vera climbs up on stage, unfolds your carefully written lyrics, and sings, "Happy birthday to crimes, happy birthday to crimes. Wow, I sure do love crimes. Happy birthday." This song is a worse crime than even I would ever commit. I mean, I only commit crimes against people and governments. This is a crime against art. Oh heck, I'm still on TV, aren't I? Why did I book a national TV slot for this? More importantly, why did I trust you? No. I messed up.
Let's go.
Focusing on everything makes me not good at anything. You take your seat besides arguably the 2 coolest monsters in all of Spooky High. Here's hoping you can keep up with them. Vera, are you eating manticore steaks again? Yes, and it's delicious. Do you know the amount of cruelty involved in the mainstream meat production industry? Yes, and it's delicious. Besides, Liam, you're a vampire. Don't you only consume things that are dead? Well, yes, I suppose. But it's always ethically sourced, organic, free-range, and human. The human population is out of control, and eating them is the most environmentally responsible thing to do. Listen, Liam, I happen to have a personal feud with every single animal I eat. I make sure to meet all of them first, and ensure I'm devouring only the ones I hate the most. It makes it extra tasty. Well, then, surely you can inflict such pain without going through the cool meat industry and supporting factory farming. Isn't home cruelty better anyway? You may actually have a point there. And if I get my hand in the pot, I can inflict even more effective and specific pain. And I bet there's a way to make money off this too. Hang on, somehow I've ended up arguing against my own interests here. Liam, do you want to find innovative and creative ways to move society forward, or do you want to oppose cruelty like every other weak-minded mainstream loser? You can actually hear Liam's brain shaking as he struggles between his desire to be perceived as ethical and his desire to be perceived as creative. Maybe you can step in and help out. Sure, let's do that. Perfect! I knew there was a way to monetize, and it keeps the animals from ever gaining an eternal resting place. What the heck is it with Vera and animals? But now the cruelty is extending even beyond their deaths. Heck yes it is! Thank you for getting the ball rolling on this excellent scheme, Liam. And thank you, Emmy, for nailing down the specifics. Neither of you get royalties, though. That being said, I will get you a double scoop of Rocky Rolled Soul with sprinkles on top. Yum! Maybe? You don't know, you've never eaten a soul before. But it sure is delicious getting Vera's approval.
Let's go.
We need more smarts, but we can't get more smarts because there's a cat in the classroom. So let's go have some fun. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You're casually chatting with Juan, the small magical Latino cat. You start telling him that hilarious story of what happened last summer at Monster Camp. You know which one, the one involving the beehive, the blow-up doll of the president, the penguin mask, and the mystery of the Goblin King. Slowly, lots of people join you to start hearing the story. By the time you say where the Goblin King was, 100 people or so burst into hysterical laughter. You turn on a mobile app that captures all the laughter and turns it into +2 fun. You're all set to enjoy some sun, when all of a sudden the sun disappears. You don't mind too much, the darkness suits you, but Polly and Vera are upset. Who extinguished the sun? Why didn't they ask my permission first? Yeah, we already have like 10 hours at night every night. We don't need night during the day. Oh yes, please excuse us. Sorry for the inconvenience. A solar behemoth is threatening to eat every baby in the world, so we've caused a solar eclipse, you know, in order to defeat it. It's all very technical and magical. No need to hurt your heads thinking about it. It'll be over soon. I'll hurt your heads thinking about it. Free period will be over soon, and then how will I sunbathe? God, you guys are so selfish. This is unacceptable. Move the moon away from the sun this instant, or I'll find someone who can. She's looking right at you when she says that. You realize that if you don't step in, this will turn into a full-scale catfight. So you roll up your sleeves and... I have money more than anything else, so time to bribe the military. Through careful application of illicit funds, you've convinced some very important people to nuke the crap out of the moon. It goes from a solid ball of boring gray rock to a cool stone donut in minutes. The sun streams down through the hole in the moon, bright as a day, which it is. Yes, now I can get my tan on. I mean, I can't really get a tan because I'm a ghost, but that's not the point. Yes, well done. I admire your connections, your funding, and your total disregard for the moon. You fools, you've doomed us! Now how will we stop the solar behemoth? Try screaming about it more, maybe that will help. It doesn't, but you don't care. You're too busy receiving a Nobel Prize for instigating nuclear mass disarmament. You gain +2 boldness and +1 charm. We're approaching the end.
Let's go.
Let's go to class. That day, you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain +2 smarts. Later, you see Vera frantically rooting through her kelpie skin purse. Ugh, I forgot about this idiotic assignment Miss Panthera gave us, and now I'm totally screwed. We're supposed to bring something for show and tell. Is this spooky high school or spooky kindergarten? And it's supposed to say something about who we are. I don't want any of my loser classmates to know things about me. No offense taken, Vera. All I have in my purse are tampons, some coke, and some money. What can I present that's interesting but won't get me arrested for possession of drugs? Superiority. She's good at that one. Dang it, I don't have enough creativity. Show my superiority. For show and tell. My superiority should not be shown nor told. My superiority should simply be demonstrated by my wealth, beauty, and ruthlessness. If I have to get up in front of the class and explain how superior I am, then I'm not really superior, am I? Go check yourself in a mirror. Your inferiority is showing. Aw, man. I'm doing my best.
Let's go.
But I'm not good at this still. Watching Vera eat is usually pretty disturbing. Her snakes eat at the same time she does. But at least it's usually quiet. This time, however, Scott is doing his best to change that.
Touchdown!
Go, Lefty, gobble that mouse. No, watch out for Wiggles coming up from behind. Use that tongue. Go! He does this every week or so whenever my snakes need a meal. He seems to think snake eating contests are a competitive sport. Also, I don't think he realized that an actual snake eating contest would probably involve people eating snakes. I tried charging him for tickets to get him to stop, but he actually pays to do this. He keeps track of each snake's statistics on a little index card. He's even given them names. Go Slither, go Bendy, go Sanchez, go Snake Snake! Those aren't their names. God, no matter how much he pays for the tickets, it isn't enough. This seems like a really tense situation. You resolve it in the only way you know how, by opening your mouth and yelling, boring! This is nothing compared to earthworm eating contests! What? There's a more exciting sport than snake eating contests? You gotta tell me about it. Oh yeah, earthworm eating contests are literally crawling with suspense. Even better, they're going on all the time, with thousands of players in each game. Thousands? Where's the game? Where do I go? Anywhere there's dirt. Anywhere? There's dirt in so many places! So many places that aren't here. Get going! Sports that game or whatever. I will, Vera, I will! I swear, one of these days he's going to decide choking on his food is a sport and die. Well, you hope Scott doesn't actually die. The main thing on your mind right now is how Vera's smiling at you. Nice!
Let's go.
We lost smarts. But this is also our last chance. Maybe having as much money as possible will make Vera like me more. That's my thought. I'm sticking to it. So we're gonna go mine some Bitcoin. Soon after, you hurried away to join Vera for an after-school rendezvous. She's arranged a romantic evening at the stock exchange? There you are. I'm so happy you've joined me here that I have momentarily forgotten my hatred for all beings. You... what? You thought we were going to dinner? No, silly. How am I supposed to make a profit at dinner? If you are hungry, just eat some money. There's plenty of it lying around. Look, I invited you here because I wanted to share something really special with you. You see all these people here? These sociopaths screaming at each other in $10,000 suits? This is my family. Well, not literally. I never met my birth parents. It's more like a room full of my worst enemies. But what's family, after all? But a room full of your enemies. Anyway, enough chit-chat. The real reason I brought you here is to help me make money. Make with the stock tips. You know absolutely nothing about the stock market, but that's never stopped you before, so you tell her. I literally have no idea which choice is the better choice of these two choices. You know, choosing. Dang it! No. Dang it! Did I do well enough, or did I mess up right there at the end? Or possibly never even get good enough?
Hi.
Please? Did I finally
Let's go.
succeed? Did I finally succeed? Did I succeed? That doesn't sound like I succeeded. No.
Bye. Prom with you? No.
No. Dang it! And I still failed to win. Dang it. Someday I'll do better, maybe. I don't know why I'm so bad at this. I don't know why I can't win. Maybe someday. Bye-bye.